Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Good evening and welcome. So today onwards, we will be reading some of the lessons from Srila Prabhupada book. Every day, we all will try to hear some teachings of Srila Prabhupada books. And the first book which I am going to start is Science of Self-Realization. You all can hear this, and later on you can share your realization or any other doubts or clarification you want to have on this. So let us begin with a prayer to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So let's start. The first chapter is Learning the Science of Self, and the subtitle is Discovering the Self. So here it goes on. Who are you? Are you the body or your mind? Or are you something higher? Do you know who you are? Or do you merely think you know? And does it really matter? Our materialistic society, with its unenlightened leadership, has made it virtually taboo to inquire our real higher self. Instead, we use our valuable time maintaining, decorating, and pampering the body for its own sake. Might there be an alternative? This is very important. Krishna consciousness movement is meant to save human society from spiritual death. At present, human society is being misled by leaders who are blind, for they do not know the aim and objective of human life, which is self-realization and re-establishment of your lost relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the missing point. The Krishna consciousness movement is trying to enlighten human society in this important matter. According to Vedic civilization, the perfection of life is to realize one's relationship with Krishna or God. In Bhagavad Gita, which is accepted by all authorities in transcendental science as the basis of all knowledge, we understand that not only human beings but all living beings are parts and parcel of God. The parts are meant for serving the whole, just as the legs and fingers and the ears are meant for the serving the total body. We living entities, being part and parcel of the God, are duty bound to serve Him. Actually, our position is that we are always rendering someone either to our family, country, or society. If we have no one to serve, sometimes we keep a pet dog or render service to some cat. All these factors prove that we are constitutionally meant to render service. Yet, in spite of serving the best of our ability, we are not satisfied, nor is the person to whom we are rendering service is satisfied. On the material platform, everyone is frustrated. The reason for this is that the service being rendered is not properly directed. For example, if we want to render service to a tree, we must water the root. If we pour water on the leaves, branches, and twigs, there is a little benefit. If the Supreme Personality of Godhead is solved, all other parts and the parcels will be automatically satisfied. Consequently, all welfare activities as well as the service to society, family, nations, and are realized by serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is the duty of every human being to understand his constitutional position with the God and to act accordingly. If this is possible, then our lives become successful. Sometimes, however, we feel challenging and say there is no God, I am God, or even I don't care for God. But in actuality, this is challenging spirit will not save us. God is there and we can see Him at every moment. If we refuse to see God in our life, then He will be present before us as cruel death. If we do not choose to see Him in a one future, we will see Him in another. There are different features of Supreme Personality of Godhead because He is the original root of the entire cosmic manifestation. In one sense, it is not possible for us to escape. This Krishna consciousness movement is not blind religious fantasy. nor is it a revolt by some recent upstarts. Rather, it is an authorized scientific approach to the matter of our eternal necessity in the relation with the absolute personality of Godhead, the supreme enjoy. Krishna consciousness simply deals with our eternal relationship with Him and the process of discharging our relative duties to Him. Thus, Krishna consciousness enables us to achieve the highest perfection of life attainable in the present human form of existence. We must always remember that this particular form of human life is attained after an evolution of many millions of years in the cycle of transmigration of the spirit soul. In this particular form of life, the economic questions is more easily solved than in the lower animal forms. There are swine, dogs, camel, asses, and so on, whose economic necessities are just as important as ours. But the economic questions of these animals and others are solved under primitive conditions, whereas the human being is given all facilities for leading a comfortable life by the laws of nature. Why is man given a better chance of life than other animals? Why is highly posted government officer given better facility for comfortable life than an ordinary clerk? The answer is very simple. The important officer has to discharge his duty more responsible, which are more and more responsible in nature than those of an ordinary clerk. Similarly, the human being has to discharge higher duties than the other animals, who are always busy with filling their hungry stomachs. But by the laws of nature, the modern animalistic standard of civilization has only increased the problem of filling the stomach. When we approach some of these polished animals for the spiritual life, they say that they only want to work for the satisfaction of their stomachs, and there is no necessity of inquiring about the Godhead. Yet, despite of their eagerness to work hard, there are always questions of unemployment and so many other impediments incurred by the laws of nature. Despite this, they still denounce the necessity of acknowledging the Godhead. So I will stop here, and if you all have any question, any doubt, please ask me, post it to me, and we will be having discussion on that. Thank you for spending your time. Hare Krishna.